What's up? Welcome to my channel. This is Jigs in these Wi-Fi streets. I'm Jigs, and I'm here with an extremely unpopular opinion. Extremely unpopular, extremely unpopular, extremely unpopular. But I just have to have this quick conversation. Let me put my TV down. I'm so sorry I'm not ready. I'm not really a pro at this, but listen. This is gonna. I'm issuing a trigger warning, major trigger warning, major trigger warning. This is not an easy conversation, but I just was thinking about this. Just popped into my head, and I was thinking, like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, right? Because I feel like there's a lot of truth to it, or should I say, I'm just not of the understanding. So here it is, right? What Bill Cosby, as well as R. Kelly, what they did, the things that they did are absolutely atrocious. Absolutely. Absolutely. However, why is the Cosby Show canceled yet pretty much right now one of R. Kelly's songs is like number one, I think, in TikTok and iTunes? I know how unbelievably petty of me. But listen, technically, R. Kelly is not all the way canceled because there are millions of people who still have him on their playlist. That's not canceled. Even if he doesn't see a dime of the streams, that's not canceled. I understand his body of work. In fact, that's what most people say, his body of work, his body of work. You got to separate him from his body of work. Listen, I started listening to R. Kelly. That's my dog. I started listening to R. Kelly, I don't know, 10, 11 years old. One of my most favorite R. Kelly songs came out when I was 11. I could still sing you that shit. Remember Download the Remix? See, a lot of people know, you want me, but he needs you. Yeah, nah, my shit was, you say you want me, but he needs you, baby. Tell me, what am I gonna do about this fucking threesome love affair? If Mr. Biggs comes in and catches, oh my goodness, he'll be freaking looking at your pretty titties in the air. I was 11. His body of work, you don't have to tell me. I live here. Am I alive? Am I here? You see me, right? I'm a person. I know. I understand. Me personally, I don't have him on my playlist because I just can't. Every time I hear his voice, like, I'm dying for Tory Lanez to remaster his shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't care how nasty that is. Somebody tap Tory Lanez, if you ever see this video, please. I miss R. Kelly's songs. I miss listen, one of my most favorite, you don't understand. Like, I can't get past what he did. But trust me and believe me that I understand the music. And this just I'm talking about just his songs alone. We're not even including his overall body of work. The man wrote for Michael Jackson, for crying out loud. And the fact that he was almost illiterate, if not illiterate, and you know who was like that too? Biggie. And Biggie's my favorite rapper. I'm not arguing with y'all. I'm not doing it. Don't do it. I don't want to hear about his body of work. He got murked at 25. Murked in the state of New York. I'm in New York. That's New York Ebonics. If you like from the suburbs or you just from outside of New York, you know what that means. That means KIL'd. Okay? That's what that means. What body of work are you going to have if you die at 25? It's an affinity thing. It's an affection thing, okay? It's phenomenal to me that they had that inside of them. Barely knowing how to read and write, that they wrote so many songs or recited, right? Like, they didn't even write them. They recited them off the top of their head. That's insane to me. Like, that's extreme talent to me. My shit is dirty, oh my God. Is it? I don't know. Excuse me. Anyway, right? I'm not gonna hold you. Of all the women, Dominique breaks my heart the most. I feel like they all suffer through a lot of stuff, but I also feel like a lot of them got their brains eaten, and maybe I'm not a mental health expert at all, so this is just me guesstimating, okay, based on shows I've seen on the ID channel, okay, don't go by me. I'm just some crazy chick from the Bronx that doesn't know what the hell she's talking about, and I ain't got no lawsuit money, goon squad, lawyers, I ain't got no nothing. Don't go by me. But you know, I don't. How do I put this? I feel like they became complacent in their victimization. And is it Stockholm? Is it Stockholm? Maybe they developed Stockholm. But I feel like Dominique would just, I feel like I don't know. I feel like everybody handles pain differently. And hers, I feel like she experienced some serious trauma. She never complied. She never became complacent. She just wanted out. I don't know. But Aaliyah's my favorite person in the whole wide world. And my thought process is, if he did not deem her special enough to wait until she was a little bit older to put his paws on her, then she was not special enough not to do certain things to her or force her to do certain things. And I just cannot just do him. I can't do him. But the world still does him, right? We still listen to his music. So here's my stance, right, with the Cosby Show, right? The Cosby Show, number one, right? I am Latina, but I ain't no fucking hater, okay? Black excellence, through and through, right? Number two, talk about making you want to be something in life. This is a doctor whose wife is a lawyer, and they own a brickstone. Every episode had an important lesson in it, of course, as most of those shows did, right? But Cosby put a whole different spin. Remember the episode where Theo told Heathcliff that he was just going to get a regular job. He wasn't going to go to college. So the next morning he woke up to a regular job, and he gave him a regular money, monopoly money. That's your salary. And then he walked out the room, and then everything was being taxed. He had to pay rent. Remember, Heathcliff was the landlord. And then remember, he went downstairs and Claire charged him for his meal. Then he had to pay. Remember that one time they remember Rudy? I think Rudy was the IRS. That's one of my favorite shows, because even though I was a little girl, because I'm Rudy's age. I'm Keisha Knight. I can never say her name straight. Keisha Knight Pullum. I always say Keisha Knighton. I don't know why I say that. But Keisha Knight Pullum, right? We're literally the same age. I think I'm like 2 months older than her. But even as a child, I understood the episode and understood the lesson. Now, I said trigger warning, right? Because I know a lot of people's going to be like, you wrong. I think millions of people's wrong for not only bumping R. Kelly, but I think R. Kelly being number one on TikTok right now is horrible. Man, we just got sentenced to 30 years. And listen, the parents, I don't want to come over the whole thing, because I wasn't doing YouTube videos back then. I've not covered that thing. That would just be me like trying to get clicks and views. So I'm not gonna come over that whole thing. I mean, I want clicks and views, but you know what I mean, like just using a situation. I mean, isn't that gossip anyway? I know about the parents and I know about the ins and outs. Who doesn't at this point? But my sentiment is celebrities, all they have is yes people around them. Whether it's because they want to be around them for the money or for the look, all they have is yes people around them. No one tells them no. Everyone feeds them what they want. And what you wanted was to have people having to go use the bathroom and scream shit like no more locked doors. You get me? What Bill Cosby did was horrible as well. But as I said, right now, R. Kelly's #1 on TikTok and iTunes. And respectfully to his body of work, which is impeccable. Impeccable. But let's just face it. It is just, after all, music. A portion of it which is feel good. A portion of it which is fun. And a larger portion of it which just makes you horny. While the Cosby Show features black excellence. And as a little, I'm an 82 baby. As a little girl, respectfully, because I love me some Rosie Perez, but she's all we had. As a Puerto Rican who was born and raised here and is an 82 baby, I'm 40 years old, we didn't really have Hispanic representation in TV shows. We really didn't, unless you was watching Telemundo. But I'm born and raised here, love. So I was watching English TV. Right? So it wasn't until like the mid to late 90s where we really had representation. I do not dislike white people. I do not believe that all Caucasian people are prejudiced or racist or nothing like that. But as a Latina, I just gravitated more towards people of color. And the only people of color that was featured the most on TV were black people. So I just instinctively watched more black shows more so than white. I definitely watch white shows. But just, just gravitated more towards black shows and black entertainers and so on. And so it meant a lot to me as a little girl that Bill Cosby has some Hispanic icons on his show. And he did, and it really did mean a lot to me. Because at that time, you didn't see too many TV shows allowing Hispanic icons on the platform. And he did that. That meant a lot to me as a little girl. Because like I said, Latinos being given more TV spots came in more into like the mid to late 90s. So that meant the world to me. You know what I'm saying? That he did that. Because remember, Heathcliff likes salsa. So he had Hispanic icons on the show. And that meant so much to me. You know what I'm saying? And he had a lot of, that's another thing. Icons, period. He had Maya Angelou on the show. He had Sammy Davis Jr. on the show. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, for so many reasons do I believe that show should be brought back on the air. Yes, I'm fighting for the Cosby Show. Damn it. I'm fighting for this motherfucking Cosby Show to get put back on air. Somebody who sees this, if you know anybody in Hollywood, please share this video with them. Somebody hit 50. Here we go. There you got it. Mr. What's his last name? Oh my God, it just left my brain. Yeah, listen, y'all, I smoke weed. Curtis Jackson. Right? Curtis Jackson. Mr. Jackson. Somebody tap Mr. Jackson. Somebody get Diddy on the line. I'm serious. Like, nah, for real. All jokes aside, like. And I understand that's what's a trigger. Listen, I burnt myself. I told you I smoke, right? I shouldn't be on. Don't cut ass on me. Listen, fucking. I'm from the Bronx. Ain't no amount of names in the world you could call me. We New Yorkers literally curse every other, like, literally in almost every conversation. You can call me the See You Next Tuesday word. I promise that has no effect on me. I'm from the Bronx. Like, really? Anyway, I was trying not to show y'all that, damn. Anyway, I know this is a triggering conversation and it's not nothing to joke about. I understand understand fully. I'm a mother of 3 daughters. My oldest I have a 21-year-old, a 13-year-old, and an 11-year-old, and they're all girls. And I'm a woman myself. So I understand what they both did. I'm just not of the understanding why we're willing to not necessarily throw him away, throw R. Kelly's body of work away, yet do it to Bill Cosby. Like the Cosby Show. Why are we throwing away the Cosby Show in itself? Like, and I understand it's not the networks. I mean, it's not on us, the people. We, the people, are the ones that keep streaming his music. A lot of the platforms have canceled him. They do not feature his music. I don't know how the hell. He's number 1 right now, and I think it's TikTok or iTunes, one or the other. But he is nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? And I understand it's the platforms, just like it's up to the networks. So I guess I'm pleading to the wrong people, right? But do you understand that? I don't know. I just have to get that off my chest. I guess I'm not this would be a plea to the networks, and I just don't have that type of power on it. You know what I'm saying? So I came to y'all with the conversation to see if maybe some of y'all might feel the way that I feel. Am I wrong for that? Am I off for that? Would you not like to see the Cosby Show back on air? Can you separate the Cosby Show from Bill Cosby? I know the last name, right? Can you separate the Huxtables from Cosby somehow or another? Nah, because he's on the show, right? But you listening to R. Kelly. So I guess I'm appealing to the people, right? I don't know. Am I wrong for that? You tell me how you feel about that. I don't know. I guess I came on here on a rant. And on my own personal fight for the Cosby Show to be back on air. But am I wrong for that? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Like, we have not really totally canceled R. Kelly, but if I was to put this conversation, if this conversation was to be amplified over the airwaves right now, I probably would get major backlash over saying why this show should be aired. A lot of people will call up and like, no, but you're not gonna sit here and tell me you still not listening to R. Kelly. Right now, what is it that that's on the TikTok challenge, right? Is the shake, 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 shake. That's R. Kelly's song. Now understand that because I just found this shit out today. I didn't know that was R. Kelly's song. I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't know. But I don't think people knowing is gonna change anything. So why y'all so I guess it's y'all I'm talking to y'all. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Why y'all don't want the Cosby Show on the air? If you can tolerate hearing R. Kelly's voice over your headphones. Why are you not okay with the Cosby Show? It's a wholesome show. It featured some of the most off the chain icons. Black excellence, right? Let some of my black icons in. Shout outs to him for doing that. That meant a lot to me. It did. You had a woman who was a lawyer. Claire was a fucking lawyer. Like, that does mean something to little kids. It meant something to me. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person that thought it was so dope to see a woman be a lawyer. Right, like, it's just certain things, right, as just children, right? Like, me as also a little girl, right, as a little girl. Why was original Aunt Vivian so important? Because original Aunt Vivian was the sassy one. She was the one that stood up. She was the one that looked at Phil and parked his brakes and looked at Will and parked. She had the whole family under control. She was the diva. She was the fun one. And it did mean a lot to me as a little girl to see a woman be powerful. She was a college professor, right? Claire was a lawyer, right? As a female, as a little girl growing up in the 80s, even though these shows came out in the 90s, like, it just meant something to see that Claire was a lawyer. And I think it would mean something to little girls today too. You know what I'm saying? To see her like that. I don't know. Am I wrong? I'm sorry. Thank you for listening to my rant. You tell me what your thoughts are on this. I guess I just came on here. I should not smoke and turn on record. That's not a good idea. But tell me what you think. I've been on here 20 minutes. I'm so sorry. Thank you. I'm sorry. Ew, I'm sorry, y'all. Thank you if you watched this video the whole entire time. Thank you for entertaining my shenanigans. I'm so sorry if I triggered you. If you are a victim in any way, shape, form, or fashion, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't imagine how horrible. Just hashtag Me Too must have been for, I imagine that stuff, hashtag Me Too and Weinstein and Epstein. This is all just I don't think people have sat down and thought about the fact that these past 2 years have triggered every victim in the globe. Constantly having to look on their phones and see yet another member of hashtag Me Too and see the details. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's not that I didn't stop and think about y'all, but this is a real thing for me. I mean, I guess not I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I triggered you, I am sorry. But I mean, I feel away. I feel like, how is R. Kelly right now #1 on iTunes? How are we still bumping him somehow or another, even though platforms have canceled him? A lot of people haven't, but a lot of people have an issue with the Cosby Show being on air. I know we don't control the networks, but I'm just saying, random everyday people, like, R. Kelly's body of work is excellent music. Yes, don't get me wrong, but it's still music nonetheless. Where the Cosby Show is so inspirational in a multitude of ways. It's inspirational because it's featuring Black excellence. It's inspirational because you get to see all these we got to see all these icons. It's inspirational for us girls, getting to see Claire be a lawyer. That was like dope. You know what I'm saying? To see a family live in a brownstone, and they got the nice size family. They got the 4 girls and the boy, and they live a very beautiful life if you think about it. Like, and then every episode is a real life lesson, because that's another thing. The Cosbys didn't feature this fluffy lesson type of stuff. Every episode you really learned something. You took away something. So, yeah, I'm on here fighting for the goddamn Cosby Show. So, let me get off. Tell me what you think. And if you're a victim, I'm so sorry. I really am. Thank you for watching my video. Whether you like or dislike, hit any thumb. The thumbs up or the thumb down. Please feel free to let me know how you feel. Go check out my other videos. Please do subscribe. And, yeah, I'll be back. I don't know when, but I'll be back.